Now we're going to attach that to the side stay. So the platform has 2 holes. That's what we're going to use. So we're going to attach like that. That we don't need. We don't need that barrier bar. What we do need is a couple of black clinchers.
Big or small?
Small. A couple of small blobs. And the 2 thinner bolts. Yeah, and the 2 little nuts. Right. Great. So I have half. Do we get any washers? Put the nut in the blob so we don't lose it. Put the washer on the bolt so we don't lose it. Okay, so now what we've got to do, and you can snap your fingers a bit here, you've got to get that on there. Very good, right. And then we want them to line up. We want the platform sort of in the middle, and we want those black clips to line up with those holes. So you're pretty good there. I was way off. Okay, great, right. So now we're going to put the platform on top like that and bolt through. Yeah, so we can put the bolt through, and then if you can hold those, I'll try and feed this on. Yeah, then we put a blob on. So let that hang there. Might have been easier even like that. Now, the cord sometimes gets in the way. You do kind of want to get that cord out of the way because otherwise the bolt won't be long enough. Okay, so I've got this one over here. So could you grab the, I'll hold on to that.
Yep.
If you grab the screwdriver, you'll need a screwdriver. We don't supply the screwdriver. It's a flat head you'll need. Okay, I can feel that bolt coming through now. Stop. So I'm going to try and get that cord out of the way so I can get the blob sitting nicely on the tube. Like that. Okay. Okay. Good. All right. So now we're going to hang that. Right. So we need the 2 cliffhanger ropes. Take the fixed loop length and put it through the corner furthest from the frame, and then pass the other end of the rope through the loop. And that is a Frammock knot. Pull it tight. Okay, so that, I mean, it's a nice knot, that, isn't it? It's a nice knot. The only problem with the Frammock knot is you can't do it at the other end, because you'd have to pass the whole frame through the loop. So anyway, that's fine in this case. And then we just hang it on there. Okay, that's it.
Brilliant.
Done. We get the 2 rope ladder ropes, which are long. And then we're going to build the rope ladder down. Now, for the cliffhanger, you can, I mean, putting the rungs on the cliffhanger is going to shorten this rope a bit. But basically, it'll hang and be a bit on the ground. And it's difficult to climb a rope ladder. So you might choose to stake it down. And we provide a stake to allow that. So then the bottom of it doesn't wriggle about. It makes it easier to climb. Still difficult. And so the reason they're this long, although as I say they will be shorter by the time we've built it, you can also sort of bring it out to about there and stake it down, and then it becomes really quite easy for a small child to climb. We have to ensure that you build it safely and don't create a neck entrapment, which means there has to be a distance here of, I think it's 28 centimetres. So we don't want you putting it there, for instance. That's too small. A child could put their head through. So we provide in the cliffhanger kit a sort of a spacer that goes on the rope here so that you know you've got your distances correct. I'm not going to do that because actually I do know the distance, and actually you don't have to either if you measure it. We go down through the outside, pull through, we've put the spacer on, then we bring this ladder up until it meets the spacer, so then our distance is correct. It's about 28 centimetres. That's probably slightly bigger than it needs to be. And then you take the other end of the rope and you come up, leave yourself just a small loop at the bottom, and then you go through that loop and pull it tight, trying to sort of do it so that this distance doesn't change. So there we go, that's our first thing, and you get the first space is a bit shorter because of this distance here. So you put the first spacer on, it's a bit shorter there, and then you put the longer spacers on as you go down, so that you keep a nice safe distance that isn't a neck entrapment. If you can leave bigger gaps, then it doesn't matter how big it goes once you've gone beyond the thing. But of course, if you do leave too big of a gap, then at the bottom you're not going to have enough rope. But it doesn't matter because once you get below a certain height, there isn't actually a danger of a neck entrapment because it's right on the ground. So if you want to leave a bit of a bigger gap, it doesn't matter. If you use the spacers, everything will be right. But that's as far as we're going to take this ladder at the moment. But you just keep going, you do your 4 rungs if you're doing just the cliffhanger. But in order, the other slightly, I mean the Framic knot is great, I love it, but I can't move this ladder now. I've got to take the whole ladder apart in order to get this off. Yeah. So if you have a cliffhanger and you're buying a lily pad, you do need the rope ladder here. That's kind of not optional. So you can either buy an additional rope ladder or you can move your cliffhanger rope ladder. But to move your cliffhanger rope ladder, you are going to have to take it apart.